I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. Weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes. My weakness echoes in my soul. Oh, it echoes in my soul. My weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. So it is officially day 66 of training calisthenics. Now that day I was in Florida, both in Gainesville and St. Pete's. Though most of the clips were in Gainesville, I had some little training session in St. Pete's as well with Elias and Fabian and some other really cool people, which was pretty fun. I had a good time. It was definitely worth the hours and hours of driving I did to get there. Almost 12 hours and like another extra hours to get back and forth to some places. It was really fun. Now, something I will say is that this was the first road trip I ever had across different states. I never had any other road trip kind of like that. So it was a new experience, and I was just surprised at how much I was just able to drive and really just keep my sanity. Though by the end of the time when I started driving like somewhere late at night, I was really fucking tired, and I should have gotten some caffeine or some food in my system or something, because it was really dangerous driving while at night. And yeah, I won't get
into too much details about that because I do want to kind of talk about the training that I did during this trip and all of that, and just kind of the experience overall being both in Gainesville and then back in St. Pete's. Okay, so let's start in Gainesville, right? So I arrived to the Swamp City gym, which they held a little event there where a bunch of other athletes from Florida just came by and, you know, had a training session. And yeah, it was really cool. I did some 2-finger planches, I did some touch sets, I did some soupy planches, you know, some push-ups here and there, some floor combos, you know, just the usual stuff that I usually do. There's no really real structure I did in terms of the sets that I was doing. So I was just kind of like trying different combos, you know, trying to see what I can do. And I also did like a little bit of freestyle at the end, which I only recorded like me doing like a little fucking, well, trying out a baby giants. My boy Corey was trying to teach me, which I didn't manage to get it today, but I got like a few attempts where I got super close, but I just hit my stomach on the bar. And I also didn't record it, but I did also try some 360s, which I didn't manage to get. I got super close, but didn't get to touch the bar. And yeah, I had a couple more sets with my boy Corey, and really cool guy, by the way. Y'all should check him out on Instagram. Yeah, it was just super fun overall up in Gainesville. Now, after Gainesville, I didn't really plan to go anywhere else, but due to some circumstances, right, Elias just kind of messaged me and said, oh, there's a little event in St. Pete's, you can get paid to perform. And I was like, oh shit, that's really cool. I actually might come, even though that was not the plan beforehand. So I mean, I was a little bit hesitant to go to St. Pete's because it's like another 2-hour drive there, and it was also getting pretty late. But I went there anyway because I felt like I'm on this road trip and I have work starting in a couple days after this trip, so why not just enjoy myself a little bit, have this trip like go out into the maximum. So yeah, I drove over to St. Pete's to come train with Elias and Fabian and some of the other athletes that were there. And yeah, that was also super fucking fun, and I'm glad I went there. And I didn't really record a lot of my sets there. I just recorded like a few because I was just enjoying the trip and all that. But yeah, some regular straight bar combos. I was already fucking fatigued, so I couldn't do much. I couldn't do like any 2-finger planches or any of that. Maybe some push-up to press here and there, but that's pretty much it. Boom! Jump scare. Just took a little 24-hour break because I am not very committed to making these commentary parts of the video. Now anyway, after that was done, something that I did notice actually during the push-up to press is I did get a little bit of an injury on my thumb joint, because when I was doing that push-up to press, I already felt like a discomfort in my thumb. Despite that, I still did my push-up to press, which was a big mistake. Usually when I have the discomfort in my thumb, I just kind of like, you know, shake it off. I kind of like, you know, move my wrist a little bit and it goes away. But this time I didn't do that, so as a result, I hurt my thumb even more. And now that it has been like around 2 weeks or maybe 1 week after that little injury, I still have it and I still feel pain in that thumb area. So now I can't do any planches on P-bars, which is quite sad. But anyway, that will be a topic for the next video, so I'll be talking about that more deeply next time. But anyway, drove home to Eliza's house, stayed there for the night, and then the next day I had to leave back to my state. And yeah, that was basically the whole trip in Florida. It was super fun, met cool people like Corey, Elias, Fabian, and just had a lot of fun, you know. This is just nice trip to have. And I definitely will be coming back to Florida some other day for like a little trip. And just keep in mind, guys, one final thing before I end this video is that my upload schedule is gonna be very inconsistent from now on, now that I have a job and the second half of my semester is starting. So I'll be pretty busy throughout the day. I won't have a lot of committed time to make these videos, so do prepare for me not being as consistent at uploading. But I will try my best to upload as consistently as I can. So yeah, that's with that. Now that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see y'all on day 68.